Embrace your masculinity. These days, everywhere I go, it seems like guys are trying to, not be too masculine, not try to ruff any feathers, not be too edgy. And I don't think that's working. I think that's why you go on YouTube and you see so many guys struggling with women, man. Guys just have piss, pity parties all day long on the internet. And something that really changed in my life was instead of, covering your masculinity, embrace it. Be a little aggressive. Say what's on your mind. It's okay to be pissed off, you know? Take chances. Go and do some crazy shit that you don't normally do. Just do something scary and let your balls fall down. Guys are just having a huge old pity party on the internet. And I used to have a fucking pity party too. What the hell's going on? But guys, just embrace being a man. Don't be ashamed of being strong. Don't be ashamed that, you might look a little scary to people. And that's okay because deep down, you don't really want to hurt anybody. I don't really want to fucking hurt anybody. I don't have any urges to hurt anybody, but it's okay to be masculine. Embrace that part of you. Find outlets of masculinity. Hit the gym, exercise. I don't know what it is in your life. For me, it's business. If you're a motorcycle guy, cool. I'm not willing to risk my life on that. Maybe one day I will. I think motorcycling is fun, but there's just too many 16-year-old girls out there that could just knock you off, game over. And it's just, I don't know, something I got to think about. But whatever it is in your life, if you're a builder, build, just get out and do something. Embrace being a man. Stop hiding from the fact that you're a man. And don't be afraid to assert yourself in the world with your eyes at least. Look at a woman and let her know you see her. And she's gonna respect you a little more. Even if she's not into you, she's gonna be like, whoa, what's up with that guy? He's not darting his eyes and afraid to look at me. He's looking at me right in the eyes. And so once I realized that it's okay to embrace your masculinity and find outlets that make you feel strong and powerful and confident, I'm just surrounded by women everywhere I go now. Just if I'm running errands, if I'm at the gym, I'm constantly surrounded by women. They're just flicking their hair, married women staring at me right in front of their husband. Today I was at the gym and this girl was with her man and he was pretty big. But again, he was just like, just something about him. There was just no raw masculinity about him. And I actually caught her looking at me a few times and following me around the gym. And as she was following me, he was following her. And I thought, wow, that guy's actually bigger than me. That guy could maybe beat me up. He's bigger than me. But I have a raw masculine power that's undeniable. And I'm not trying to inflate my ego or anything, I'm trying to accept who I am, accept who you guys are, and stop trying to hide away and shy away from being a man. And I think, the more I look on the internet, guys are just so afraid and the guys are just so needy for attention. Guys are so needy for a woman. And I get it, but you got to get over that shit. You got to finally just say, hey, you know what? Nobody fucking likes me, so I might as well do what I want. I might as well be happy about it. And I might as well be myself. Because you know what? When you blend in with everybody else, you're going to have your girl following another man around the gym. But I wanted to say this because I swear everywhere I go, it's the funniest thing, man. So embrace who you are, find as many masculine qualities about you and really tap into them, and don't be ashamed to be a man. For some reason, there's like man shaming. Guys are too ashamed to have an edge. But a beautiful thing happened today. I was at the gym and I saw this other guy that I see at the gym every day. And guess what he was wearing? He was wearing a white wife beater, kind of like what I'm wearing, but white. And he looked at me and I kind of looked at him and he realized the last time he saw me in the gym, there was just, like 4 women just on every machine, every squat or every little bench right next to me, you know? And he kind of was like, oh shit, it's okay. That guy's doing it. That guy's breaking the mold. That guy's in pajamas. See, I'm in my pajamas. That guy doesn't, he's not needy. He doesn't give a fuck what people think. He's in here to hit these fucking weights, to fucking assert himself into this world and look at women. Yeah, I'll look at a girl. It's so funny. These 3 girls that I see every day. They've been kind of playing little games with me, following me around and shit. And today they really upped the ante. As I walked by, one of the girls was like in doggy style, crazy. Her spandex were so stretched out, like I could almost see her underwear. It was absolutely wild. And I could tell that it was a little booby trap. So I looked at the main girl, like the leader of their whole squad that was calling the shots. And I just looked her in the eye as this girl was bent over crazy right in front of me. Wasn't even tempted. I was like, yeah, that's a nice thing that she's got. But I know what you're doing. I look you right in the eye. And she has always looked me in the eye, but she would not look in me in the eye that time, which told me she knew the jig was up. She knew I wasn't fucking around. She knew she knew that I knew what she was doing. And she was also just kind of awestruck. She was like, okay, this guy, I can't catch him. I can't catch him slipping. This guy's different. And I caught her looking at me a few times after that. But this is the point, dude. Screw all the women. They're beautiful. They're nice. Women are women. I want to say this message. Embrace your masculinity. And that doesn't mean in a cheesy way. Go get a Corvette and get some muscles. Embrace the masculinity inside of you. And how you embrace that is you take risks. And you do things that scare you. You know what I mean? Instead of sitting back and being afraid, go and do it and fail at it and suck at it. And then you're going to try to beat yourself up a little bit. But at the end of the night, you're going to say, you know what? I did something courageous. I did something that I wasn't doing yesterday. So don't be ashamed of your masculinity. Don't be ashamed of your sexuality. You know, I notice women, they love that I embrace my sexuality. I'll look a girl from head to toe and look her right in the eye with no shame. Because you shouldn't be ashamed of your sexuality. She is dressed in a provocative way. She is showing her sexuality and she's embracing that. And you should embrace it too, that you're a man. Do you think a lion goes around in the jungle like darting his eyes and being like, oh shit, this girl just saw me? You know, a lion goes and makes himself known. And he comes closer and closer to his object of desire, you know. Not that women are objects, calm down. But to the person that he's attracted to, the lion will make himself known. And he'll come close and let her decide. You know what I mean? And she's going to play tests and mind games. Well, guess what? You're never going to figure that shit out if you can't at least assert yourself in this world. So embrace your masculinity. Don't be ashamed of your sexuality. Pray to God every single day for wisdom. You know, I was just watching a video of a guy. He was like crying on the internet saying, nobody likes me. And he was just like, I don't know what it is. It's just nobody likes me. It's like, that's where guys are these days. They're just so down bad and desperate for validation and love. But guys don't need to operate like that. You shouldn't operate like that, like a man. You should be the one giving love. You should be the one flowing out of abundance inside of yourself. Because you know what? There's been so many nights where I've been home alone working. And back in the past, I thought, man, I'm lonely. This sucks. And that's when I was a weak man. That's when I was weak and I needed all that. But I don't need any of that shit anymore. You know, I just had a full day of all kinds of women throwing themselves, just doing very seductive things. And I don't give a shit. I just don't give a shit because I want to get my life in order. And like the lion, when I see the woman that I think might be compatible, I will come in. I will make my presence known. And I will see if she digs it. And if she doesn't dig it, I will be a little more persistent. I will keep continuing. And if she makes it very, very clear, get away from me, then I'll say, hey, all due respect, I'm going to get away from you. No worries. I'm not going to hurt you. You know what I mean? But anyways, guys, embrace the masculine traits. But with what you're wearing, what you're doing, how you're talking, waking up early, working out, eating good. That's just think of yourself as like a lion. You know what I mean? Like, why are you acting like a weak lion? Go out there and be a strong lion. But a strong lion only gets strong after battles, adversity, struggles. There's plenty of nights the lion probably laid in bed and was like, man, I don't have a chick. I didn't catch any food today. All these gazelles outran me. But the lion gets back up and goes and moves and chases and runs faster and doesn't shy away from being a lion. You know what I mean? Don't shy away. Like, go and do that hard shit. And you're going to have more success. And accept that you will have lonely times. And just don't be a bitch. You know what I mean? Don't be a bitch nigga. Keep moving, even though it's hard. Pick yourself back up. Like, I believe in you. If you're on the other end of this, I believe in you, because whatever I know the spirit that's inside of me, which is God, he made us in our image. That's in your image. And you just have to pull it out of you and get rid of all the fluff, all the name brand clothing, the nice vehicle, all the fluff that you're trying to do. Am I okay? Am I accepted? Am I loved? All that shit, get rid of it. And instead work on the inner being and be strong and be willing to be alone and be hungry and be all these things that are going to make you tough. And I'm trying to embrace that in my own life too. I know trials are coming, and I need to be ready. And you know what? A trial is meant to be hard. So I'm going to fail. I'm going to be tested and it's going to hurt. That's the shitty thing. It's always got to hurt. But at the same time, do you think Heavenly Father's upstairs trying to give you a perfect, easy life? He wants to give you a great story. You know what I mean? He wants to give you a story of ups and downs and an adventurous life. And I'll finish this video by saying I also had this thing come over me when I was in a Target. There was a man, pretty slender, maybe my age, a little younger. And he was talking to himself a little bit as he was walking. And then immediately I had this thought, you need to talk to him about Jesus Christ. I thought, oh no, I don't know about that. I'm going to keep moving. So I moved. I went and got my thing. Then I bumped into him again. And this time I listened. I said, okay, I'm going to go up to him. So I went up to him and said, hey, do you know if these shirts come in gray? Just to open up the conversation. He's like, blah, blah, blah. We're talking. He's like, go on your phone, look online. He was friendly. And then I said, dude, there's something about you, man. I normally don't listen to this, but I just wanted to invite you to do some research and to look into Jesus Christ. And he said, oh, there's something about me? Maybe that's because I'm a miracle baby. And I said, really? What do you mean? He said, when I was a kid, when I was getting born, I was a preemie and I was very sick and I'm really close to death. And the doctor said I was going to be blind and that I'd never be able to walk. And by the way, he was walking, he was seeing, he looked like he was doing okay. So I said, oh, maybe that's it, dude. But anyways, I just want to extend this invitation, man. Like, if you get that itch, just Jesus Christ can come into your life and he can turn it all around. I don't know where you're at. I just had this voice tell me that I needed to talk to you. And so he was happy. He said, okay, you know what? That's funny that you say that. So I just planted a seed, which I normally don't really do. But I'm asking God to just make it like I'm drinking a cup of water. If I want to talk to somebody about Jesus Christ, nothing should hold me back. I should be able to, swim across the lake just to meet the person that I'm supposed to talk to. And anyways, guys, embrace your masculinity and go find some trials today. Go do something scary and stop living too safe.